people, but yeah, I just want to be able to support our teaching staff in any way we can if there's a issue with getting here.
Absolutely. And one other piece too in there is our student chronic absenteeism. We're at 12%. I think we were at about 7 or 8% before the pandemic, and that has gone up. I think we were at 15% last year. We're down to 12, but that's still something that we're looking at to make sure that parents know that students have got to be here at school.
And then one last question, I promise I'll let you sit down. Are we talking about doing anything more robust over the summer months to keep our kids on campus and engaged? I know that you do a wonderful tutoring program, like it's kind of gearing up for some students that may need it leading in, but I didn't know if there was any opportunities for some stipends and support for anybody that wants to come and do more regular programming over the summer with our grant even.
Right, and we have been able to bring back summer school for those younger kids. Every year we have more teachers that want to participate in that, which is very nice, that they want to give up some of their summer. We had about 65 kids that participated in our summer camp this year. And that was invitation only, students that may need a little bit of a boost to be prepared for next school year. If we could get the board approval and to spend those funds, and we had the interest of, students and parents to do that, it's definitely something we could explore.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, the college career workforce military readiness,
Mm-hmm.
the number that we're shooting for is the same, 60%, right?
I would assume that would probably be a 4-star. It's just not, they don't have a component reading for that yet, so I don't know what that would be.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I had.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Nicole.
I'd like to make a comment about Nicole has done a great job with this. She works hard at it to improve our students and to find ways to do it, and also working with the curriculum that we have with the teachers. She works awful hard in her position. So thank you.
All right, Roman numeral 3B, presentation of the district compliance with nutritional standards. Eric.
I don't really have so much of a presentation as last Friday in my board update, I sent all of you our statement for our annual report. As we all know, I don't write this, Michelle does. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to email me, whatever needs to be done. All right, we'll get the answers. Thank you.
Roman numeral 3C, public participation. Ms. Sarah Marcus.
Just stand right.
Wherever you're comfortable.
Okay. My name is Sarah Marcus, and I live at 62 Lindell Drive in Germantown, Ohio. I have 4 grandchildren in the district, and I'm a retired teacher. Since we're now in the final month of the race for the school board, I'm asking the current board to clarify misinformation that the board president has stated on social media. First, he's spreading disinformation about the collaborative academic and social emotional learning, CASEL, for our social emotional learning at Valley View for the benefit of the campaign that he's working on. He says he can't believe the money spent on, I'm gonna call it Castle, but I don't know what they call it in the county. And our district has no business aligning ourselves with the values of the organization. He blamed Spencer Iser several times as it was part of her vision, a vision to meet state standards and help students. Castle is supported by Montgomery County Educational Service Center and addresses the state mandated social emotional learning standards. Mr. Rudd's statement is an attack on the MCESC and all of those who work diligently to create and implement the program. Does the board wish to blatantly ignore state level mandates, even if such actions result in the loss of funding or other state sanctions? Please clarify your position on Castle, the Montgomery County ESC, and how Valley View implements the state mandates. Second, Spencer Iser is a champion for our students and demonstrated this by attending the Federal Advocacy Conference with the Consortium of State Board Associations. I commend her for financing her trip and representing Valley View. In response to this, Mr. Rudd states we would sooner send Juniper Joy, the pug from the primary school, to be our voice in Washington, D.C. than Spencer Iser. I'm asking the board members to clarify. Rudd says we, meaning the board. Does the board really feel a dog would be better advocate for students than Spencer, with a master's degree in educational policy and a demonstrated commitment to public service? Is it common practice of board members to slander other board members on social media? He also states, so we are clear, Spencer was not sent to DC to represent our district. She is there of her own volition with OSBA. She doesn't represent our values on Capitol Hill or anywhere else, and to claim she is there on behalf of the board of the district is 100% false. According to OSBA social media posts, all board members are invited to attend. Spencer chose to attend and is a current member of the Valley View School Board. To leave her family to attend a conference and fight for our students, how can that not represent the board values? I look forward to your public response. Thank you for your time. I have copies. If anyone would like one, I'll set them here, of the social media posts in my letter. Thank you.
Thank you. Roman numeral 4, approval of minutes, regular board meeting of September 5th, 2023. Someone can make a motion that we approve the minutes from the board meeting of September 5th, 2023.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Valerie, would you call roll?
Yes. Mr. DeGraw?
Yes.
Mrs. Iser?
Yes.
Mr. Rudd?
Yes.
Mr. Skidmore?
Yes.
Roman numeral 5, building project update there.
So it's really exciting up there. I always say it, but I swear it is. If anybody will come up and visit with me, I'll take you up there. It's so awesome. Mr. Shaw and I were able to find a vacant ladder the other day last week, and we both went up on the second floor and were able to look out over top of this property. I'm telling you, it's definitely amazing. It is showing. The common areas are now under roof. The cafeteria, the big gyms, the kitchen, and the mechanical areas, it's all under roof already. We're planning on pouring the high school second floor by the end of this month. The cafeteria floor will be poured this Thursday, and that will be all of our large floors. You can walk anywhere in there without being muddy. Just to give you an idea. That's about what I got for now.
Thank you. Roman numeral 6, financial report statement. Request recommend the board approve financial statements for the month ending August 31st, 2023 and September 30th, 2023. We have those attachments. Will someone make a motion to that effect?
So moved.
Do I have a second? Any discussion? Valerie, would you call the roll?
Sure. Mr. DeGraw?
Yes.
Mrs. Iser?
Yes.
Mr. Rudd?
Yes.
Mr. Skidmore?
Yes.
Roman numeral 6B, recommend the board approve the following then and now certifications for Catalyst Counseling and Applied Behavioral Services. Someone make a motion to that effect.
So moved.
We have a second? Second. Any discussion? Valerie, would you call the roll?
Yes. Mr. DeGraw?
Yes.
Mrs. Iser?
Yes.
Mr. Rudd?
Yes.
Mr. Skidmore?
Yes.
Roman numeral 6C, recommend the board approve a donation from the Germantown Lions Club Foundation to the STEM instructor for junior high material for laser printer in the amount of $500. So make a motion to that effect.
So moved.
We have a second?
Second.
Discussion?
Thank you.
Obviously, thank you to the Lions Club. Valerie, would you call the roll?
Mr. DeGraw?
Yes.
Mrs. Iser?
Yes.
Mr. Rudd?
Yes.
Mr. Skidmore?
Yes.
Roman numeral 6D, recommend the board approve a donation from the Valley View Athletic Boosters to Valley View local schools to cover the cost of the new baseball and football program, storage sheds, in the amount of $7,695. Do we have a motion for that effect?
So moved.
Do we have a second? Any discussion? Thank you to the Athletic Boosters. Valerie, would you call the roll?
Mr. DeGraw?
Yes.
Mrs. Isaac?
Yes.
Mr. Rudd?
Yes.
Mr. Skidmore?
Yes.
Roman numeral 7A, personnel, approve personnel action as recommended in attachment number 4. We have a motion to that effect. I'll make a motion to that effect.
Is that all of them, or?
I'd like to ask for Butch Stidham's contract to be removed, please, and voted on separately.
Absolutely. All right, I do have a motion to approve everyone except for Butch Stidham.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Valerie, would you call the roll?
Yes. I'm sorry, who made it first? And second, then,
Me?
Mr. DeGrove?
Yes.
Mrs. Isaac?
Yes.
Mr. Rudd?
Yes.
Mr. Skidmore?
Yes.
Next will be a motion to approve the hiring of Butch Stidham as assistant girls basketball coach at the high school. I make a motion to that effect. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? I have some discussion. This board has already, the 5 members who comprise it have already approved Butch Stidham on 2 separate occasions to the coaching positions that our athletic director has requested that he be appointed to. It is silly and unnecessary to continue a personal campaign against Butch Stidham in this form.
It's sad.
We are going-
We look up the
We are,
information.
don't interrupt
provided.
me. Ben, don't interrupt me. You talk when I'm done talking, I'll talk when you're done talking, whichever, we can't talk over each other. Butch Stidham's already been approved in multiple occasions. He's been recommended by our athletic directors on multiple occasions. I already know how this vote is gonna go. We're already going to call a special meeting for 6 o'clock on Friday where we can get the whole board together and actually do what we're gonna do. Valerie, any further discussion, Ben?
We can't discuss the employment of an employee in public. I'd be happy to discuss this further with you in executive session and encourage you to look at the documentation that
That
we
would be
have.
the proper way.
Would you like to make a motion that we go into executive session?
Not right now, no.
We don't have a full board, so it would be, for not, so.
No, we have a quorum. We got a quorum.
But you already know how it's gonna go, so it doesn't matter. So, on with the show.
Well, just make a motion if you want to, if you think it would be helpful, or is this just pretense so that you can say something in front of a camera? Do you have
You're
something
the
to
one that
say?
likes to talk, not me.
I do like to talk.
Proceed.
All right, Valerie, would you please call the roll?
Yes. Mr. DeGrove?
Yes. No,
No?
no, on which then?
Mrs. Isaac?
No.
Mr. Rudd?
Yes.
Mr. Skidmore?
Yes.
All right, so that motion did not pass, and so I am setting a board meeting at the board office for 6 o'clock on Friday evening. Having 5 people or 3 people, whoever's gonna be there will be there. Let's go to Roman numeral 7B, recommend the board approve the FFA trip to the National FFA Convention, Indianapolis, Indiana, November of 2023. So we'll make a motion to that.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Valerie, would you call the roll?
Yes. Mr. DeGrove?
Yes.
Mrs. Isaac?
Yes.
Mr. Rudd?
Yes.
Mr. Skidmore?
Yes. Roman numeral 7, 8, rather, superintendent's comments.
Well, I'd like to inform the people that our November board meeting would be November 9th, because the regular board meeting is the OSBA convention in Columbus, where all the administrators and board members will be. That would be November 9th, Thursday night. I'd like to thank the Germantown Lions Club and also the Valley View athletic boosters for the donations they provided for us, and also the hard work the Lions Club do. Every football game, we spend a lot of time getting that ready, and do a great job. I'd like good luck to the fall sports. It's state tournament time, the sectional tournaments again, and just tell them good luck, and hope you have a great year.
Roman numeral 9, board member comments. Let's start with you, Carson.
Ms. Thomas mentioned something earlier in her presentation about finding a way to add more AP course offerings at the high school level and dual enrollment and stuff like that. That's definitely something that I would like to see. And I'd be happy to help in any way that I could.
I'd like to congratulate the volleyball team for winning the SABL. It's the first time in, I think it was 44 years. 44 years, so that's pretty awesome. And good luck to all the other sports, but I'd like the special recognition of the girls, since they don't get much recognition. So I have.
Spencer?
Yeah, I just also want to thank everyone for the donations that our district has received. That is always extremely helpful when it comes to our budget, and so that's very much appreciated. I look forward to continuing the conversation with Eric about, and his staff, about some of our child nutrition needs and free and reduced lunch and how it is that we can best support all of our families and our students in our district. And thank you to Nicole for your presentation on your curriculum. I really appreciate it. I know you had sent us a lot of information about that previously. And I know that our administrators and our teachers and our staff are working very hard to get all of that to where we know we want to be. It'd be awesome for us to at least shoot for to be in the top 50%. Move that needle just a little bit and continue to build from there. So that's fantastic. Thank you.
I'd like to follow up Ben's remarks. I too want to thank or congratulate the high school volleyball team. Great accomplishment, but I also heard that the junior high teams both were seeded second in the tournament, which makes the future for volleyball look to be headed in the right direction. I also appreciate the building reports because I don't get to sit in on the meetings anymore. Since I don't come by here as often as I used to, it's amazing to see how much has happened in just the last couple of months since I've been away.
I'm not going to say much. I'm going to reiterate about the volleyball team. Frankly, when you look around this community, we have some amazing athletes and some amazing young people. We have some amazing musicians. We have some amazing kids who aren't in either of those things. And it's fun to watch them succeed and watch them do what they do. And so rather than say anything else, I'm going to finish up so I can go next door and watch the volleyball team a little bit. So someone like to make a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second? Valerie, would you call the roll?
Yes. Mr. DeGraw.
Yes.
Mrs. Eisner.
Yes.
Mr. Rudd.
Yes.
Mr. Skidmore.
Yes.
Thank you. Valerie, I have things to sign.
Yes, please.